Hey guys, it's AMIClubwear model Ashleigh. Just gonna show you my new sexy, I guess it'd be summer hair, kind of curl, voluminous, big vixen type hair, and we'll show you in 4 easy steps how to make it happen. So the first step is to curl your hair. I don't know if you have curly hair naturally or if you have hair that's more prone to, falling flat and being very straight, but actually have like a combination hair, wavy. So I guess I'll start off with showing you how I curl my hair. I use a curling iron that's about 1 to 1.5 inches in diameter. It works to create little curls if you want to take smaller sections, or bigger curls if you want to do the bigger sections. So I've already started like half of my hair here. So I'm going to section off where I left off. And I get my fingers in here. And I just secure it with like a hair tie, but you can use like a clip or something like that. So I just section off the hair by pulling up that hair that's already kind of, the other section. So I'm going to start with a section of hair that's about, I don't know, probably not a huge section, but probably about 1 inch, but really thin. Should be about, as big to roll around your little pinky or something. And I'll start by getting my curling iron and clamping it on the hair mid-strand and kind of twirling as I go and then twirling again. Just move your way down the section of hair, little bit by little bit, just releasing some of the tension. And I just kind of come up here to create a curl on the top, and I slowly just let it go. And I like to keep the curl in position a little bit longer. I mean, you could pin it if you want, take little bobby pins and just go ahead and pin it there. But you're gonna get a really kinky, tight curl for that. And we're gonna do a little bit less kink, a little bit more of a relaxed look. So there's that one piece, and I'll show you again in case you missed it. Just take a little section of hair. You might want to brush it to smooth out any little knots, make your life a whole lot easier. And mid-strand again, just twirl it as you go, move down, twirl and down, like a dance move. Nothing fancy, but, and release, keep it tight. There we go, and let it fall. It's as simple as that. You just continue doing that throughout your whole hair, and voila, you'll be done before you know it. Okay, so I have curled my hair. I have every little section finished off with my 1.5 inch diameter barrel curl. And it's very structured looking, as you can tell. Each strand has, its little, sectioned off piece of hair that you can see where each section is divided. So what we're gonna do is kind of break up those lines and make it more of a cohesive, total piece. So let's do that by actually our second step, sectioning off the hair. So you could just push your hair back, and I usually just do my bottom section by just the hair that's in the nape area, which is just the very back of your hair. So you'll just section it off and tie it with a little hair tie or a clip, whatever you're using. So we have this hair here. We just bring it forward, and I will take a brush. You could use any kind of brush, I'm just using a round brush. And I'm going to take the hair and just kind of go back at it, just lightly. You don't want to go crazy with it, but the more that you back comb, the more volume you're gonna have. So this is breaking up the curl and making it a little messy, kind of naughty. And there you go. It looks kind of a little messy, but once it's all together, it looks all great. So we'll do the same thing to the other side. Just moving the comb back up the strand. And there we go. Try to make it, symmetrical. Play around with it a little bit. So there's our bottom section. We're gonna let our hair down from our hair tie and section it off again. I would do like, you know, just enough to give yourself a little bit of work, but not too thin of a strand because then you don't have much to really work with. So we just section that part off and move on to the next, bringing the hair forth again. You can see the division of the hair. Like here's our piece that we've, you know, gone and back combed, and then here are our strands that are new pieces. So we'll just take those new little pieces and back comb them too. Just really light. You can see how it's coming together. More volume. Now if you want a lot of volume on the top, you might want to start at the roots and then work your way down. See how that gives you more volume up here. And right here, we're just going up, moving from one section to the next. So this is our last section of hair, and this is the top part of your head. So you probably don't want to go too crazy with your teasing because you don't want to see, you know, rattiness on the top. You can kind of get away with it on the bottom, but on the top you certainly want to be more smooth. So I'm just going to go lightly through on the very bottom pieces because I don't want to go up here and create a bunch of flyaways. So I'm just going to go on the bottom and do that back combing. The hair framing the face a little bit. Got some unruly hairs here. And doing the same thing on this side. Just on the bottom parts. Okay. And now we're going to check for symmetry. This is where we're just kind of comparing each side of your hair. So this one has a little bit more volume, so we're going to get a little bit more on this side. Okay, it's looking a little bit more even. Definitely play around with your hair. Don't be afraid to get in there. Okay, so now we're looking good and getting finished up here. So now we have our hair back combed. Our first step was to curl, second step, section and back comb. And now we're just gonna check for symmetry. And what I like to do is, you know, just kind of like fluff it a little bit with your hands like I was doing, just kind of give it a little fluff. And now that it's kind of finished, I spray at the end because I don't want a hairspray in the middle of everything. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm running through my hair. So now I'll just finish off with some hairspray. Just kind of a light spray. I don't need a whole lot, so I think a little too much hairspray makes it look like kind of crunchy. So just hairspray it out. There we go. Looking good. I'm not this conceited usually, but you know, on good days. So voila, we have our big sexy summer curls. This would be great for an evening look, but if you're daring and feel like being sexy in the daytime, go for it, girl. Okay, so we're all finished with our hair. You have big sexy curls ready to head out on that hot summer night, or maybe the daytime. Maybe you're just that kind of girl. Well, you know how I say it, keep it muy elegante.